Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video, and my message in today's video is that there is nothing wrong with you. Okay? One of the sad things about the life we live these days is that for some reason, all of us have this idea that there's something wrong with us, and it varies from individual, from person to person, what we think is wrong with us. But all of us think we have things wrong with us that we need to fix. So like we go through life like with this perpetual cycle of trying to fix ourselves and fix the things that are wrong with us. And we feel so guilty for being broken, and we feel so down. And sadly, like some of the things that we feel are wrong with us, we never right. We never right the wrongs, and we go through our whole life just beating ourselves up because we think there's something wrong with us that needs to be fixed. This is not true. There is nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. However, there might be things that we want to change, or there might be areas where we want to grow. There might be certain behaviors that we've, adopted over time we want to get rid of. But there's nothing wrong with us. Okay? And while some people might be like, oh, tomato, same thing. No. If you look at life and look at yourself and think something is inherently wrong with you, until you change that, you're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel bad. But if you look at the same person in the mirror and you say there's nothing wrong with me, but there are a few things I want to change, that's a total different mindset, because now there's no stress. Now there's no stress. Let's take something like, say you have anger issues. If you're like, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. Why do I get so angry? I really need to change that. You're going to be stressed, which will probably cause more anger. But if you say, hey, this is who I am. For some reason, I was born an angry person, or because of some of my childhood, or just the way my neurons fire, or, some things I've been through in life, I'm an angry person now. There's nothing wrong with that. However, if I want to interact with people better, or if I want to stop breaking things in the house, I want to change that. Same kind of deal, but the stress has gone away. The self-loathing has gone away. That whole what is wrong with me? Why am I so angry and nobody else is gone. Hey, this is just the way I am. I'm an angry person. I'm going to change that though, because I want to. I want to grow. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing about you or nothing about me that is wrong, because we didn't pick any of it. Okay? We weren't, like a lot of the stuff that we think is wrong with, even especially like physical stuff. So many think that we are physically wrong. For me, for so many years, oh, I'm so skinny. Oh my God, I wish I was bigger. Why was I born so skinny? Blah, 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 blah. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just a skinny person. You might be a fat person. You might be a short. You might be a midget. You might be a tall. There's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just different body styles. Anything physical about you, there's nothing wrong. It's just different. Even if someone is born with what we call as a deformity, that's not wrong. That's just the way they were born. Society has this idea that there is a perfect person, and we all spend our lives trying to be that perfect person. There is no perfect person. All of us got our stuff, and there's nothing wrong with any of it. If you want to change it, cool. If you want to grow something, cool. If you don't, cool. This also helps from judging other people. What's wrong with that person? Why is he like that? Why is she like that? Maybe they want to be like that. There's nothing wrong with it. That's who they are. We didn't pick any of this. Even stuff that maybe we did decide to do that were kind of like addictions or things like that, that now we're like, oh, why can't I stop that? There's nothing wrong with that. It's natural. It's human. You can't do nothing that's not human. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing that is not allowed for humans to do. So anything you've done or anything about you, there have been millions, billions, trillions of other humans done the same thing. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing you can do is inhumane. You might grow to the point where you feel it's morally wrong, you don't want to do it no more, and you want to change it, cool. But there's nothing wrong with you. Especially all the stuff we're born with. That's the way you're born. That's the way you're born. And you just have to deal with it. But we got to get rid of this idea that oh, woe is me, something is wrong with me. And it's really the self-loathing and the stress. Nah, there's nothing wrong with you. You are who you are. Accept it. Accept it. This is who I am. And unless I decide I want to change, This is who I'm going to be. And some stuff that other people might think is wrong, you might decide you don't want to change. That's cool. That's cool. Society's ideas don't have to be your ideas. Society's ideals don't have to be your ideas. Everyone in the world could be like, I can't stand that Timothy Ward, but if I'm happy with me and I want to live that way, cool. And then I can't turn around and judge anyone else in the world. Let people be who they want to be. There's nothing wrong with them, who they are. Now, if there's certain behaviors or certain ways people act that I don't want to interact with, well, I just won't rock with that person. If somebody doesn't like something with me, don't rock with me. But I can't say there's something wrong with you. You can't say there's nothing wrong with me, because there's nothing wrong with any of us. We just have to realize this is who we are, or this is who we've become. Embrace it. If you like it, cool. If you don't, you can change it. There's nothing wrong. Like, you don't have to be stressed all the time. You don't have to be so down on yourself. Never hate yourself. Never hate yourself. You're beautiful. Just the way you are. Everything's, you know what I mean? Like, that is one of the things that's so bad about our society. Is that, once again, we have this idea like there are some perfect people out there. Social media definitely doesn't help, because it's easy to look like the perfect person with just like, you know, I don't even want to say the word no flaws, but I'll say things that society considers flaws, you know, because none of us are flawed. We are who we are. But it's easy to seem like you're the perfect person with none of what society considers to be flaws on social media. And so the rest of us look at that and like, why can't I be like her? Why can't I be like him? They're perfect. They're fine. They got a great family. They got all this. What's wrong with me? They got a great body. They ain't got no vices. What's wrong with me? Everybody's got vices. That'll be a whole nother video. Everybody's got vices. Just embrace the fact that you got some vices. Everybody else got vices. If you want to keep doing them, cool. If not, don't. Like, you know, like, you engage too heavy in your vices, it's gonna screw your life up. If you don't mind it, do it. Who cares? I don't care. Do you. Everybody got vices. Everybody has things that, like, you know, society says is wrong. Some people hide it better. But once you realize that, like, we all got those struggles, we all have things that we're like, oh man, you know, then you realize, you know what I'm saying? When you realize everybody's just like you, everybody's got things they might want to change, then you're not so down on yourself. You're not so down on yourself. Some people's stuff ain't as visible, but there's nothing wrong with any of it. That's the first step. There's nothing wrong with any of it. And then secondly, we all struggle with this mindset because of the society we're born in. So why am I going to beat myself up when everybody's going through the same thing? And at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing to go through. Right? Like, there's nothing to go through. You are who you are. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Embrace it. Accept it. Then take a long, hard look at yourself and be like, okay, of this beautifulness that is I, is there anything I want to tweak? Anything I want to change up currently? And then work on it. Or you might be like, nah, I'm good as I am. That's cool too. That's cool too. It's all about you being at peace with you, because you are the only one who is you. You know, the reason you were given this body, the reason you came in this form is for you to do you. You were not, you know what I mean? You were not created in the human form, in this phase of existence, to worry about other people. You were created to worry about you, do you, and there's nothing wrong with you. No matter what the TV or social media or other people tell you, there's nothing wrong with you. But only you have the power to understand that. Like, people aren't going to tell you that. People are constantly going to be telling you there's something wrong with you, which is cool. If that's what they want to say, cool. You know, let them do them. If that's what they've been taught to, that's what they need to say, cool. Let them do them. But you got to be smart enough to realize that they're wrong. In your case, they're wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful. You're fine. You're enjoying your life. Accept who you are. Embrace it. Enjoy you to the fullest. That's like we don't enjoy ourselves. We're so busy trying to change ourselves, we don't enjoy ourselves. Enjoy being stupid, silly, depressed, ugly, you know what I mean? Like, skinny, dumb, drug addict you. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you are, enjoy it. Embrace it. Have fun with it. Tweak the stuff you don't like. But the whole time, just remember, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Just Like, there's nothing to be stressed about. You're fine. You're good. Live. I'll talk to y'all later.